God, he just run something big in the week. I'm like, come on, man. I got enough problems. This is stop number 3 of the NPFL, and we're on Lay Lake in Canton, Alabama.
I didn't really know how much I missed this old game. I mean, God, I don't know, I've missed this so much, and it just really is, and I know I've harped on it, it's just a lot of fun. It's kind of just great to be home, I guess. I lost track of the question. What was the total question? I'm Andy Morgan. We're at Lay Lake, stop number 3 on the NPFL.
It's still exciting for me to not know what's around the next corner. So even practice here, I've been here before, but I fished water I'd not fished before. I fished in a way I'd not fished before.
Any kind of grinder tournament, that's what you're fighting your mind. All you gotta do is catch 5 or 6 bass. If you don't have a bite at noon, that's what you gotta be careful of. You don't wanna trip out and wig out and not do your job. You have to stay after it. If you don't stay after it, you're not gonna do very well.
Here's what's crazy. I've learned so much in my career, and every day's been a learning experience. I think that's the part that keeps me going. It's new, man. I get to live outside, and I'm always in nature, and you see all kinds of crazy stuff. And all the fishing I've done, the only other place I've ever seen a mayfly hatch as big as this one was at St. Clair. Like, as far as just going to a little lake, this lake is 12,000 acres, the mayfly hatch here yesterday was unbelievable. That's the cool thing. I feel sorry for people who that have to stay inside all the time. I get to live in this. This is my office. I think that keeps me going because I just enjoy that. I'm like, this is getting out of hand now. I've never seen one that tame. Like, eventually, you know, when they see you, yeah, you don't want that braid in that head. It's been tough. I mean, as you can see the conditions behind me here, I mean, this is what we've dealt with. It's almost like middle of summer conditions, and we're, you know, middle of May. Coosa River system typically is dominated by current. Like when these fisheries really show out, the water will be off-colored, but the main deal will be water flow through the system. They're lakes, but they fish more like rivers. The fish act more like river system in that they like current. And the rest of the time, they just swim around out there in the abyss, and you know, it's hard to target them with the conditions that we have. This is such a tough place to fish that it would be good to have a little flurry in the morning. Like, this place is, I've been here before. It is great in the wintertime. It is great. It is a fish factory. It's not fish number that makes it tough. If it was high and running water, dude, this thing would be phenomenal. Giant spotted bass, good largemouth. I mean, they occasionally catch 8, 9, 10 pound largemouth out of it. But we got summertime conditions.
Oh, you'll get a bite here or there doing 100 different things. You fish long enough, doing whatever technique you're doing, you can get a bite. It's typical late May, which is early summer, and on a fishery, there's a good fishery. It's a solid fishery. I'm not gonna say it's a great one, but it's solid. It's just a lake that gets a lot of pressure by a lot of good anglers. There's a ton of anglers that live in this general area, and a lot of them are really good. These fish, no pressure, and they're pretty savvy. They're pretty smart. Bring my extra pair of glasses, Strike King glasses. You can't get up early enough to beat the sun up. It's coming. This is Lay Lake. This is our third stop right here on the NPFL. Lay has never been a pushover. It's always been a tough fishery every time I've been here. I've only been here one other time, and it was for, I don't even remember what it was for. It's just a couple years back. And it was it was tough then. Without forward facing is definitely not easy. And I always said this, forward facing, they absolutely smash them here. I mean, they're fishing for fish that typically haven't been fished for and catch a lot of big spots. I ain't threw a dang shaky head in a long time. I ain't too proud. I will throw it. I want a lot of freaking money on the shaky head.
Look at that sign that the mayflies on it. I mean, they're swarming. They've undoubtedly just hatched out. See up there? I looked everywhere for a tree yesterday that had them. I mean, because that's another, it's just such a huge deal this time of the year. If you find one overhanging tree on the lake that has them, I mean, you can catch 20 pounds under it, you know. It won't be fish eating mayflies, it'll be bass eating, bluegill eating mayflies. I'm gonna spend some time today hunting that mayfly hatch, because I'm just telling you, I can find the right tree. I would about soon fish for mayfly fish as I had to fish for shad spawn fish, because I could frog. Yeah, typically you need some rain and some current. But if you get a rain or something, they run a little water, it seems like that stimulates them to, that's the reason I was like, well, I guess the river's so dead, you know. I caught that, well, a big pretty 4-pounder here. I say a big pretty, it was like 18.5 inches long, just a beautiful, looked like a Lake Murray bass.
Really, it's actually really diverse. You got standing timber, you got grass, you got boat docks. It's a Coosa River, and you got quite a bit of stuff as far as ledges and whatnot. I mean, there's actually quite a bit of stuff here to fish. It's a neat place to fish, I'll give it that. It's just not very big. If this thing was twice its size, you'd have you really something. Yeah, it's one of these deals, it's like, to me, this is grinder central right here. It's not gonna be a pushover. You're not gonna go very many places you're not around other competitors for a limited amount of resource, in my opinion. And maybe get to yourself somewhere. You might be in a lesser area. I'm just wanting to catch big ones. I don't have to catch 50 a day. That's numbers game, is not my thing. I just want to catch something big.
See how dark that is, the leaves? Yeah. I think. Might still have just a tiny bit of teenager left in me, or maybe a little younger than that. I'm an old school teenager. Like, that's the kind of stuff we did. So far it's been a complete disaster. Literally, I had 2 bites yesterday. Now, they were both good ones, but we fished probably as much so far today as I did yesterday. I spent the first 4 hours on the trolling motor with no wind, just looking, you know. I wanted to see about the bluegill spawn.
A little largemouth. Morning. I see the mayflies showed up.
Oh my gosh, it's going hard.
I saw them on that dock back there. I'm like, ooh, Lord, I know what she's sweeping up.
Oh my gosh, I walked out and it's like a cloud over me. You haven't any luck today?
Not really, no. Getting a suntan, I guess.
A lot of turtles out.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
Have you caught some?
No.
Now, see, I like these mayflies a lot better in this backwater. But I mean, I just frogged up through there and didn't even know they were there. Makes no sense. I don't understand it. I mean, eventually I would find a place with a bite. I mean, I was frogging up through there before I even saw, I mean, I was. What? Now it's like a horror movie. Ah! This week on the leak. Infestation. There it goes. That had to be a striper, but oh yeah, it had to be a striper. I saw the shad running on the top and the wake was chasing it, but I mean, yeah, it had to be a striper. I don't think a spot would have sounded like that. That's the only other fish it could have been was a 4-pound spot, but I don't think that's what it was. This is the first backwater I've been, well, they were in that other one. I didn't see them like that, but I knew they were. I mean, we got mayflies, we got bluegill, we got schools of shad. We got everything but the elusive bass. Down my shirt. I knew they were dark when the limbs just looked black. You can tell. I'm fishing around in here looking for a place to get a couple bites. I typically don't look for a place to get a couple. I'm looking for a place to get 50 bites. You know what I mean? But this lake, I'm like, if you can come in here and generate 2 bites, that's good. If I had a brother in prison and one that was living in Alabama, I'd try to get the one out of Alabama first. Roll Tide. Used to, you could catch bass like that. I think it stems from football, but I'm not for sure. You know, that's always been our biggest rival, is Alabama. When I lived in Arkansas, it was Arkansas's biggest rival. When I moved to Louisiana, it was Louisiana's biggest rival. I think Alabama has always been everyone in the SEC's biggest rival.
What am I to say? Loving you is my plan, and baby, that's the way.
Now we're back in business.
What we need is love, love, love.
It's been a disappointment. No, actually it hasn't. It is exactly what I expected driving over here. It's rough. It's like, the crazy thing is to know the fish population, how good it is for it to be like so rancid. Yeah, but it's fishing pressure, no current, it's clear. I mean, honestly, you know, because Alabama's such a big fishing state, I mean, these are probably the most, you think about Lake Murray as being highly pressured, yeah. Nothing compared to this lake. Really? No, not even any comparison. Wow. Like, a couple reasons. It's smaller for one reason, you know, because the good thing about Murray is it's big enough that you can find some that don't get fished for. Yeah. And pretty much here, you know, everybody in Alabama, they're a frogger, they're a swim jigger, they're, you know, now they're a scoper, they're a ping a minnow, they're, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it just evolves so fast here because, honestly, as fishing states go, I don't know that bass fishing is bigger anywhere in the nation.
This is Lay Lake. This is gonna be a deal where if you catch them one day, you may not catch them in that area again. You may not catch them even that same way again. You're gonna have to put different things together from, you know, sub deep to the surface. It's probably just gonna be one of those deals. If you know this lake pretty well and the general patterns, this is late May fishing. You're gonna have some out, you're gonna have some in, you're gonna have some spawning, you're gonna have some shad spawning. So you have to capitalize on the opportunity that's in front of you at that very time. So hodgepodge is the best thing that I could call it. Hodgepodge. As you can see, rods everywhere, reels everywhere, baits everywhere. Got more on the porch. Now we got to put hooks on a Series 5. So. Practice has been tough. This has been a challenge. It's just post-spawn fishing with a tiny bit of spawn and a tiny bit of shad spawn. And that's, if you can get some bites early, that's gonna be massive. If not, it's gonna be a nail biter all the way to the fourth quarter that I'm weighing in, and probably gonna be one of them deals I'm looking for, hopefully not fish number 5 or 3, 4, or 5. Anyway, we're gonna rig a bunch of rods, and I know this is me, this is my deal in general. If I don't have it rigged today, I'm not gonna take time to rig it tomorrow. So it's one of those deals I think, well, even if I got something that ain't perfectly tied on, that might not be the perfect bait or matchup, I think I can catch one grinding with a worm or something more than I can waste the time to put hooks on or tie something else on. So we gotta do it today.
That has always tickled me about Alabama. Like when you cross the state line, they got a giant sign that says Alabama loves Mountain Dew, and I always throw in. They will wash a piece of down here with a Mountain Dew now, a good cold crispy Mountain Dew. Always tickles the shit out of me though when I see that sign, and I always think that. And so I'll be honest with you, like a lot of times I do think about winning, you know, but here I'm just thinking about trying to catch 5 every day. Like that's just gonna be a huge deal. Like I'm gonna be doing it at 240. Hell, I need to be doing it at 540. Like, you know what I mean? To have enough time. I'm like, I couldn't even tell you that I can catch 1 an hour. Yeah, it's just gonna be a hodgepodge of stuff. It's just gonna be jump fishing 101. Like, I feel like I'm gonna have to catch them on at least 3 baits a day, if that makes sense, to catch 5. And like, however big they are, that's just how big they are. It's not like I got a deal where I can use this and target these and this and target these. I don't have that. I just going fishing, you know? Like, it's just tough.
Rocking and rolling. Already on the move. These guys take such good care of us, man. It's like, it's, you feel a little guilty. It's never happened before. You never had somebody be on the ramp waiting to pull your truck out just to go park. Just the simple things speeds that process up tenfold, at least. And just gonna see how it's gonna look at daylight and kind of make a decision from there. I know there's some storms around and stuff this morning, so. I guess. So I'll tell you one thing, they got here a lot early. Like typically as early as there's hardly anybody. They always start showing up, but this morning, I don't know, they all got in a hurry. I don't know what that means. They're excited to be here, I guess. If I catch 5 largemouth today, I'd feel pretty good, actually. Because I think if you catch 5, you're gonna be 2 or 3 of those be pretty decent ones. And that's the challenge, though, is catching 5 of them. It won't be that easy to do. I mean, I don't even know my game plan right now. You know, it's crazy for me to say that, but I don't really, I have yet to dial in a game plan. I mean, I just got a lot of things going on. I got a lot of places to fish that I have confidence that I can get a bite, but a good start here would be a really, really strong move. We back in the dirty South. Roll Tide. I told Julie last night, I said, yeah, I finished my interview with, yeah, these fish in this lake may be the smartest of people in Alabama. I said they liked it. I shouldn't have said that, but whatever. They'll get over it. We got places to go and people to see. maybe even a bass to catch. Morning, morning. 3 o'clock.
Yes, sir. Good luck, man.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
Rat. I only catch one that's tiny. It's a little longer than that one. Yeah. I mean, you got it when it hit the water. I didn't have time to jerk it. I know what so I come in here to catch 1 or 2. You know what I mean? I mean, we've not caught any yet, as far as I'm concerned. So the potential is here to catch a 3, 4, 5 pounder. That's all, you know. So now that I see how things are and you can catch some keepers, I just need to continue fishing the way I was so that them little ones don't, you know. I mean, that one fish was about a 2.5 pounder this morning I would have liked to have had. But other than that, and the biggest thing is, oh, dang, that one was pretty nice. But that's the other thing that happens when it's slick like this. That's the reason I'm trying to keep that jig in them weeds so they can't see it that well. Little chunky fish. We got one. Yeah, there's one. Another one. He mean too, boy. Three. Let's see, what is that? What is it about?
There's been some bass caught this morning. I guarantee you, several people have caught bass this morning. Well, here's the basis of it. Shad are still spawning. The clouds prolong that to where they're going to be spawning well into after the daylight, after we get the fish, after time the clock starts. They've been spawning right at daylight and right before. Now the clouds are just gonna make it last a little longer. I think it's, you know, it's tapered off a lot now, but that first 45 minutes or so that you get to fish that, these fish are up on the bank, active, eating. That's why we caught what we caught too. They were already kind of going under this stuff, but they were still feeding. So anything that got close to them, they ate it. And I'm sure that, like I said, that happened for a lot of people too. It wasn't just us, I promise.
He's still on there. I don't think he's very, maybe just come off. No, I don't think he's very big. No, he's not. Well, he's a keeper. I guess I ought to get down here and get him, huh? I don't want to let him get away. Don't escape, little buddy. Well, it just don't take much to be a keeper. I mean, I've been to Lake Murray and Santee Cooper the last couple of weeks. It seems like I'm on a different planet. I mean, what is that? No, that is not the smell of money.
Now that's a bass. Oh, he ain't very big. I thought he was bigger than that. You have got to be kidding. That hook, when I went to swing, is stuck to the side of the boat. I'm like, Mama said there'd be days like this. Not for our standards. We're rather outdoors, dude. We don't keep this. We're freaking big time, you know what I mean? And the bad thing is, look at the upgrade.
I have to fish it like there's, on every cast, I'm gonna get a bite. When it's like this, that's the way you have to fish. Knowing it may be, you know, 2,000 casts between bass, you have to make every cast like, I'm gonna catch one. You have to tell yourself, I'm gonna catch one. I'm gonna catch one. I'm gonna catch one. And then I catch one.
Get in here. That's what we come in here for right there, didn't we? Huh? That's a keeper. We finally caught a rather outdoors keeper. It took us a while. I kept thinking that. I was like, come on, man. We'll give her a jacuzzi by herself. Lift it to the heavens. One more time. It's been a struggle this morning. I think it's red right there. Look. Maybe it's blue. That's him. Blue it was. You want to pitch that sucker in there and that mat move. You see that whole thing just shake a little bit. As soon as it pokes its head through there, a lot of times they're laying just under the mat, just under the cover. No, there's not. I'm gonna keep running this as long as I've got water to run. The only thing that's gonna stop me is just boats, other fishermen doing the same thing. Yeah, this is just standard procedure. I mean, really for me, for sure. Just kind of why I'm over here at the NPFL, so I can get my flipping stick back out and do some flipping. I was like, well, if I go back there and fish close, it'll give me more time. I saw a bunch of I saw more big ones there than I have anywhere else. So, and I'm really right now just fishing for one bite, you know. That was a pretty good sized bluegill nest right there. And in theory, that sun's fixing to make them get, you know, get where they're supposed to be, I guess. I don't guess it really matters where they are as long as they bite.
Yeah, the biggest issue I did today, I didn't cover enough water. I should have just stayed on the trolling motor and just went and run everything I could. That was the deal. I tried to stay in one place too long and grind it out, and that. Now I'm glad I went in there and caught that big one, but I should have made a loop around it and run to the next place, you know.
Kansasville, Louisiana, it's the Hack Attack, Greg Hackney. All right, Greg's got 5 in the bag today. 5 in the bag today for a weight of 1111.
I get my picture taken with one of them?
Yeah, absolutely. How about
Oh.
for Greg Hackney, the Hack Attack, with a beautiful fish on a lake. Been doing this for a while. You've run into many tournaments that are grinders. This is one of them.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so it's a mental game
It
just
is.
as much of knowing what's going on.
Yeah, it really is. It actually, fishing was actually better today. I've been catching some better ones, but not getting many bites when it was hot and slick.
Yep.
And today we had some weather. You know, it was cloudy this morning. The shad spawn went a lot longer. There were a lot of fish biting, but I only had that one good bite, you know. So we got to make some adjustments because I think tomorrow we're going to have some more of that weather. Maybe some storms in the morning. We're going to have some wind, which in theory would make it better. But the only thing is, they roam around when that happens. They're a little harder to pinpoint, but they're actually more aggressive. So, you know, we got 2 more days. We got to make it happen.
Hot and slick is Louisiana. He's used to it, folks. Good to see you, brother.
Thank you.
Next.
Thank you.
Five in the bag for 12 pounds, 1 ounce. Do me a favor, give me a couple of those fish real quick.
Sure.
Get a couple photos on there.
It was tough. I mean, it's Lay Lake. I've been here one other time, and it was tough, and it's tough this time. I mean, it's broke out summer, and you know, summer fishing just isn't typically very easy.
Yeah.
You can catch one doing anything from 20 feet deep to the surface, so it's just a mix. You got to just do your job, catch everything that bites, and hope it works out.
All right, brother. We'll see you on
Yep. Thank you. As we expected, it is an absolute grinder. I had one little stretch today where I ended up catching 4, and the 4 that I kept, they never left the boat, the first 4 I caught. If it weren't for that one little stretch, we would have been like at the bottom of the barrel, just FYI. And after that, I did catch a fair many more keepers, but nothing of any size at all. I culled one right at the end of the day that made a pretty decent difference. I didn't think I had 12 pounds. I thought I had maybe high 10s, maybe 11. I mean, I wish there was more to talk about on today, but it was absolute just bad, kinda.
This has to be my smallest bag, if that makes sense, for the week. Like you can have no more little ones. They all need to be realistically 4 or 5 pounds. I need a 16 to 18 pound day, and then to back it up with a 14 to 16 pound day. So that's the goal. You know, it's tough. I knew it was going to be tough. I didn't realize I was going to get that many bites, and they were going to be small. Because I don't like to catch small bass. I like to fish for big bass.
Ready to do it? Watch yourself.
I'd like to have 16, 17. I'm not thinking about 19 pounds. I mean, that would be a really, really special day. Not that it couldn't happen, but I would need something drastic like a 7, 8 pounder to show up to do that. And one did yesterday. I noticed the big bass yesterday weighed almost 8 pounds. So they do live here, but realistically, if I could just, that 14 to 16 pound deal today would be, you know, and do that again the next day, and we'll move right on up and get a good paycheck and some good points, and I'll roll back to Louisiana.
Well, it's morning, pre-blast off, tournament day 2. I actually had a little rain last night, which makes me feel better about today. Maybe it won't be so hot. Probably should make the fish bite a little bit better. Maybe you prolong that up in the morning to where you get a couple extra hours. Maybe some shad will be around the bank, maybe some more fish will bite. I don't know if we're gonna catch anything, but we're fixing to go bass fishing. And hopefully catch one and put him in this box right here. Several of them.
Yeah, what time, sir?
250.
Yeah, it'll work.
310.
clouds, darker morning. The bait isn't in the grass back here this morning like it was yesterday. Down this stretch yesterday, we caught 4. I usually don't like to come back and try to run the same deal, but right at daylight, there was enough bait in here yesterday. I'm like, well, those fish don't just live there, they're actually feeding. Pulled up to feed in this at the shed that were in the grass. And we had some bites, so hoping that would be the case this morning. Little fat sucker, fat as mud, dude.
Golly. I don't know why he did act like they did yesterday. I changed colors, you know, thinking that would entice him a little bit, but now see, I got him to react by coming through that grass. I don't know why I can't get those other ones, you know, to do that. I kept thinking that was gonna happen the whole time. Damn. I mean, I thought he had it. He got it. I done slowed it down a little bit, you know. Gosh, dang it. No bite. Never felt him bite. I thought I had him, you know. Dang it. Dang it. He bit funny. I don't know. I thought I missed. Here's what's weird. I think he had moved. He got the bait and moved towards me, because when I first set the hook, I didn't feel him. I was like, for an instant, I said, well, I missed him, and then I stuck him. So I think he might have had a little slack, but I still thought I had him, you know. Dang it.
Morning.
Morning. Any luck?
No, sir. Not this morning. Been pretty slow so far. Only takes a minute to catch up. Got him. Finally got one. He ain't no biggin', but he's bigger than what we had.
This whole pocket's almost a solid brim bed, just patches of them everywhere. Well, I mean, all those fish that were on the edge of that grass yesterday, you know, were non-existent today. I went back down through there and flipped and got 2 bites. I didn't catch either one of them, but they were tucked back under it and act like, you know, a little ways, and they didn't want to come out this morning. I don't know. Weather is the same. Pretty much the exact same conditions we got right now that we had yesterday. I'm just going fishing just like right now. I'm just going to run, try to cover a lot of water and fish a lot of different places, you know. And then about 11 o'clock, I'll make a decision if I need to go somewhere and grind, you know, try to grind, but this morning I'm, you know, from now to then, I'm just going to blow and go like I'm doing. I need to fill out. I need some more water. You know, I don't have enough water found. So I'm gonna have to fish, you know, some new places. And I've also got some places found that are better for this type of fishing than they were for the other, you know, so I'm like, and I didn't fish them yesterday, so.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep fishing. I'm just gonna go to either I get sick of it and decide we need to go to a new area, or time to go in. Oh, pretty rough one. I did catch a limit, which I guess that's a small little milestone. Nothing good, small weight. I don't even know what I've got, 7 pounds, whatever. It's not very much. Didn't get, had 5 bites. I caught 5 bass. Really stumbled into absolutely nothing. I caught one doing my punching deal this morning and I knew within 20 minutes it probably wasn't going to work out. So where I caught them yesterday, there was like a little shad spawn going on. So I had to run back and try that, see if there was another group of fish feeding in down that stretch. There was not. We caught one in the very back there, probably I guess the biggest one I caught. Then after that, ran to a section, actually just kind of a little side chute off the river, and put the trolling motor down for just a little under 2 hours it took me to catch a limit. We there, brother? Yep.
So talk about it. How about it for Andy Morgan? Day 2 weighed up. Got 3 days of fishing, 8-2, 20 pounds and 3 ounces. What I want to talk about is, you're giving a truck away?
Well, yeah, Work Sharp's giving my truck away. I don't know how I agreed to that, but yeah, they're giving my truck away.
They're giving your truck away, so are you going to be truckless?
Well, for a minute.
For a minute.
Somebody's going to get lucky, but that's a really nice truck. If you hadn't noticed, yeah. So
100% right there. You're driving. Maybe it'll rub off a little bit of good luck in some of them local tournaments for whoever wins that truck.
it just might. It just might. I need a little of that good luck. You're at 8 pounds a day, so
it happens. You've been doing it long enough.
Oh yeah, it's part of it. Just we got to readjust tomorrow and go out and figure something else out. So
you got one more day of fishing.
Yeah, we do.
Get it done, sir.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Andy Morgan.
Appreciate you. Pretty slow day. I did catch 5 bass today. Didn't think I was going to catch much at all there for a little bit. Put the trolling motor down. Took me a couple hours. I said, I'm not picking it up until I catch some bass. Took me a couple hours. I ended up catching my limit. Ran around trying to find a bigger one. That didn't happen today. So we got to readjust and have a new strategy for tomorrow. That's all I've got for a plan, is readjust and have a new strategy for tomorrow. And I really have no idea what that's going to be, other than I did just look at Generation. They're going to run some current tomorrow. So that being said, I can't make myself go back down the lake and look at that same stuff. I probably will go up the river and just do my thing. Just fish, head down, go, go, go.
How you doing, sir?
Pretty good.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
They're used to it down the bayou up here, Alabama. We're going to go with a weight on day 2 of, come on, lock in for me, Gremlins. 13, 11, 25, 6. You got anything you want to show, or are we going to head out there and get on Showdown Saturday?
I took a picture yesterday. I don't need to.
All right, brother. We'll see you on Showdown Saturday. Greg Hackney, the Hack Attack, folks.
Oh. Staying close, I'll keep you from getting wet.
I always enjoy
Yeah.
it. Thank you, bud.
Thank y'all for coming out. 2 pounds more than yesterday. And here's the deal, I would probably be happy with that had I not lost those big ones, but I had the opportunity today, like I said, at a big bag and still upgraded a little bit. So this place is so hard that you could just as easily not get any bites. So it's still hard today. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I had some opportunities, but it wasn't like fun. You know what? Like, this is not. It's hard to get this place lined up right so it's fun. I'm sure it's fun for some guys, but it has not been really fun for me. You know, it's been a grind, and even today with some opportunities, it was still a grind. So. Well, you know, I moved up, what did I figure I moved up? Maybe 15 places or so. Actually, maybe more than that. Well, about 15, I guess, 14, 15, something like that. So we just need to do that one more time.
We're probably gonna sit in here and try to catch retreads. It's gonna be totally out of character. Actually, this is a survival technique. that I used to do in the old FLW days when we had a 200 boat field, because every lake you went to was crowded. This lake with 100 is like the old FLW days with 200. So we may just lay right here close and just try to catch these old retreads. And what I'm talking about retreads, fish that's been caught and turned loose in this creek. It's Memorial Day weekend. It's Saturday. The boat ramp close to where our VRBO is half full already before daylight. And I said it before early on in the videos. They fish here. And there is a lot of good fishermen here, and it's going to be Memorial Day weekend, man. It's going to be crowded. It's going to be a little sketchy. It's not a very big lake, so got to keep that in mind and keep our eyes peeled and stay safe and try to catch a bass. And I think I'm going to try to catch a bass right here. 250. This is old school format style right here. I can remember this. Back when we had those big fields in the FLW days, this was a play. You snuck back in, and I don't know where they're releasing the fish at, but there's so many fish released right here in Beeswax. It's always a play. More fish here than anywhere in the lake. Zero fun factor in this. Zero. Fun factor is a zero.
Same reason all those goggle are in there. That wasn't him. I shouldn't even measure. Well, we captured one anyway. They got bass here. They not real big bass, but they got bass. That lily pad deal kind of intrigues me because I lost that big one in a patch, and it's an isolated patch on up in there, but I'm like, I ain't really spent any time in here flipping lily pads. They live here. They are residents. Nope. Nope, they're here all the time. That's what makes them hard to catch. That's the hardest fish to fish for, is one that lives at home. He's just so in tune with his environment and then something triggers him. Maybe this water moving will trigger him, but all that bait, bluegill beds, shad, he would never swim past that to get here. Does that make sense? Yes, it's a different, this fish lives in that cool water. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a great environment. Don't do it. Get on out of here, jackass. No. He can spook everything. Flying over, they think it's a pterodactyl. I threw it over here to get away from him. I didn't think, I honestly didn't think. I was like, he's seen us. He's not gonna fly to the boat. But you know what? I think somebody said they came from dinosaurs, so he might think he has a, looking for him. He's like us, but look how skinny he is. Don't look like he's doing much good at it. You can tell by his physique that the slim pickings back here. I'm like, you'll be back in some rice and gravy if you keep on. You're running all the fish off. God, he just run something big in the weed. I'm like, come on, man. I got enough problems without him. Don't do it. Well, I'm like, this is getting out of hand now. I've never seen one that tame. Like eventually, you know, when they see you.
Yeah.
You don't want that braid in that head.
We got us a little fat boy. Well, we got one. It's the first bite I have had. You know it's poor when the locals are clapping for you for £1.25. They just turned the current on up here at Logan Martin Dam. A little bitty turd, but he is a keeper. We're gonna hang. We made this run so it looks like, all right, so they kicked the generator on, we made a run up here, got in some current, caught one immediately, lost one immediately, and now they've cut it off. So, just to see, I thought this was my only chance to come up here if they kept running the water, to come up here and actually come back enough to get possibly a payday out of it, but looking pretty bleak actually. They're not running water, our odds are really not good, so. So as you know, I believe noon when you got out thereabouts close, I didn't have a bite other than the one this morning. Now we ran up the river and caught the Kentucky, way up there when the current was on, and immediately the current went off. Ran back down, we've got 2 fish in the box, tinies, and at 12:45, I guess, yeah, about 12:45-ish, I get pretty much my first bite, like a 2 3/4 punching. And I go about another 10 feet and I catch it like a 2 1/4. And I go another 10 feet and I catch another one, like a 1.5 pounds. I've got 5. I've caught my limit. I ain't had a bite now since earlier this morning. Roll up, I catch those 3, finish my limit on maybe it's less than 10 minutes. Remember what I said earlier in the week? Keep your head down, keep focused, keep pushing forward.
5 in the bag, 20 pounds, 3 ounces on the first 2 days. 5 today, a good way to end the tournament. 9 pounds and 10 ounces, 29.13. We're gonna be coming back here in about 3 or 4 weeks.
I said this at the last tournament, and damn if I didn't do it again. It's a poor rat that has 1 hole to run in. I thought we had salvaged it today, where I thought maybe I've got a shot to come back and even get a payday. And I tried to find other things that would work, and I would kind of hit on it here and there, but nothing solid enough. Hindsight, looking back, I should have just started fresh, fish what I did like the first day, and I tried to do that and just start fishing. Just start going down the bank, never pulling the trolling motor up and just covering territory. I did that yesterday to catch the 5 that I caught, but I never got a good bite, and nothing really developed out of that. So anyway, we took it right here, we took it on the chin, and we're gonna rewrite this script, and we're going to the next pool above, which will be Logan Martin here in about a month. So I guess we'll see you guys then.
I need some time off for bad behavior. I'm ready to be off. I'm burnt out. If I don't sell all this shit and don't come back, like all of a sudden just vanish like a thief in the night, they're like, well, we haven't heard a peep from him. He's gone. I better hope I don't win the lotto. Golly, for something that I enjoy so much, it brings me so much heartache. I've always thought about that. I'm like, how can you love something like this and it just crushes your spirits?
Hackney. 10-2, 35-8.
Yeah, wasn't a good week. I just didn't fish clean the last couple days. I've actually had the opportunity the last 2 days to have 2 big bags, and I catch all of them. I catch the little ones. I don't have any trouble catching them, but the
They're
big
dumb.
ones, yeah, the big ones have eluded me. I've been fishing real heavy cover, flipping, and I mean, today, I lost one rig. I set down, retie, lose another one, and then feel like I get it right, catch the next 6 or 7 it bites, and then lose a 4 or 5 pounder. And I'm like,
What do I got to do?
yeah, what I got to do. That's kind of how it's been. But anyway, I'm looking forward because I got about 10 days off, and I will not touch that boat or any of the tackle in it.
Don't even look at it.
I won't even look at it.
Back to Louisiana, Greg. Hackney, right
Thank
there.
you. So this would have been a good week. I've been on a good stint the last couple weeks, you know. This one stings just because I had it's not like, it probably wouldn't have stung as bad if I hadn't had the bites, but I just had the bites, you know, and I didn't catch them. I'll go ahead and be honest with you, I wasn't looking forward to this one. I never liked this place, and I still don't. And the fish don't like me either, or they would have stayed on my hook. So I know they don't like me, so it's kind of a mutual relationship. So, but yeah, we're going to Logan Martin, which honestly, I do like Logan Martin. I think it'll be tough though. I mean, it just depends if it stays dry and there's no current and it's clear. So I hate to say this, the first thing I'm gonna do during this 10-day break that I got coming up is I gotta cut some grass. Not looking forward to that. Knock that out Monday morning. That's how I'm gonna spend my Memorial Day, is cutting grass. But yeah, so I'll be off about 10 days. I really hope I can take a couple days next week and do absolutely nothing. Like nothing. Like lay on the couch and just be a bad person. You know what I mean? Eat and just lay there and not worry about anything. And then after a couple days, I'll get fidgety, and in this boat I'll go. It needs a bath. I haven't washed it in the last 3 weeks, so it needs to be washed. And I'll go through all my tackle and make sure everything's dried out, and a lot of fishing. Work on. I might take a day, I hate to say this, but I might take a day before I go to the Pasca tank and spend the day on the pond with the old Koike, because I've not done that. So I may do that just because I hadn't. And then I got some good places at home that got a lot of nice fish in it. Would be where I can go get bit and just get some experience with it, because I think it'll probably play, you know, the rest of the year, especially on these forward-facing sonar events. I got a feeling like at the Pasca tank, they gonna catch them on it. They're gonna throw it on that. They're gonna see that big light bulb sitting on the side of that cypress tree, and they're gonna fire that thing in there, and it's gonna bite. But yeah, so I'll see you next time. You want me to hold it? Hey, and we really appreciate everybody watching this episode of Kings of Bass. And we'll see you at Logan Martin. This state bleeds college football and bass fishing. I mean, it is what it is. So that's the reason these lakes fish hard, because they get fished a lot, and these guys are good, and they stay up with the times, if that makes sense. They watch Bassmaster, they watch the NPFL, they watch the Bass Pro Tour, they see what goes on, you know, and they make those adjustments. And that's the reason round behind that island is not a secret place. Like, there are no secrets here. So you're fishing for fish that are well educated. I mean, they might be smart as the people in Alabama.